Hi, it's David in the glass studio. I wanted to talk a little bit about cutting glass using a straight edge. Now, I first thought I'd talk to you just briefly, it's kind of a review about glass cutters. You'll recall that, well, I've talked about this before, and I've also shown this in my newsletter. There's really basically two types of glass cutters, barrel grip, and the other is the pistol grip. Now, the pistol grip is supposed to give you less stress on your wrist. I don't think it's true. I never use it. Jeannie never uses it. We have students who insist on using them, and some actually believe that they work for them better. So we continue to carry them in our studio. With a pistol grip, you lock your wrist. I had never used this one before. It looks like it's got a bit of a frozen glass cutter. This one, what you do is hold down and push in such a manner that you get all the way across the glass, and and you have a nice even score. The weight of your shoulder down in through your arm goes directly down into the glass. That's my preferred method. However, there is a time when I don't hold my glass cutter in as if I'm stabbing the glass, and that's why I wanted to show you how I do that, how I cut. But that's when I'm using a straight edge. Now here's a piece of glass which is a full-size sheet, 2 foot by 4 foot, and you see there's a piece that's broken out. Well, just to make it nice and clean and smooth in our glass rack, I've decided I'll cut off this end. So what I do, I like to bring the piece of glass to where it is just slightly over the edge of my table. Then then I'm able to put the T-square right up against it, and you can see that I'll be able to cut. Now, here's what I do. Instead of stabbing and pushing, I hold it as if, I don't know, it's more like a pencil or a writing instrument when I hold it like this. Now, the reason I do it that way is because it gives me the full range of motion to get across from one side of the glass to the other, and it also is easy to be able to run this this edge along the straight edge, and I hold it at a low angle. I'm not holding it up high like I usually do. So here's how I do it. I'm dipping in our special blend of orange glass cutting oil. And I just go right across from one edge to the other. Now, on this piece of glass, because because it's going clear across, I'm going to just bring it to the edge of the table. The score is directly over the edge of the table's edge, and I just apply pressure down. And that's a very reliable method for cutting big long pieces. Now sometimes we'll get pieces that cut off just like this, even though we've scored it. And that is just due to the variations in the glass. So when I'm cutting glass, a big sheet of glass, and I'm cutting a piece for a student, very often, sometimes I'll only have a small strip that I'm cutting in order to get a straight edge. If I don't have room to pull it off this edge of the table, I will lift it gently up onto this strip that the strip cutter goes on, and I'll just apply pressure there. And very often I get a very good successful cut rather than having it go off the line. All right, now I wanted to show just a couple of other techniques with using a straight edge. And this is just ways that you might find yourself needing to use it. Now, once again, the scoring is always going to remain the same. But on a piece like this, I can just put both hands on either side of the score and rock it apart. Okay, that's another way of breaking the glass. Next, I'm going to score it again. This time, instead of rocking my hands apart, I'm going to go ahead and set it on this edge and just pop it. Another way is to use running pliers. Now, these pliers give the same action as rocking your hands apart. And what you do is you set the running plier directly over the score and squeeze. And that pops it apart. That's especially good if you're doing long, skinny pieces that are coming off a long edge. And so that's basically what I wanted to show you about using a straight edge. Very helpful. You'll find that you could use that for many uses and applications. This has been David Gomm in the Stained Glass Studio. I hope you'll look at our other videos, and I'll see you next time.